Here we're comparing aggregate expenditure with GDP and the GDP's equilibrium. We'd like to ask ourselves, is it accurate to say that because the GDP equilibrium is determined by aggregate expenditure, that GDP will decline when households consume less? So to best understand this, let's remember the identity that the GDP equilibrium, so the level of this GDP, is equal to aggregate expenditure in the sense that aggregate expenditure is equal to consumption plus investment plus government purchases plus net exports. So with this identity in mind right here, what we're given is only that this consumption factor has declined, right? Because we're told that households are consuming less, so consumption is going to decrease. Now, if all of these other factors, investment, government spending, and net exports, if these were all held constant, then sure, we could say that this GDP equilibrium will go down as consumption decreases, but we're not told that. So what we have to infer from this is that just because consumption is going down, that's not to say that investment may not have gone up, along with government spending and net exports. So in either case here, so if all of these go up by a greater amount than the decrease in consumption, we're still going to see this increase in this GDP. So just because consumption is going down, that's not to say that the GDP equilibrium must also go down. So to answer the question, it is not accurate to say that simply a decrease or a decline in household consumption is going to result in a decline in GDP, because GDP has a number of other factors that may be changing or increasing by greater amounts than that decline in consumption.